All right. Hey everyone, welcome to the Get Started with iOS Development Workshop. This workshop's going to be 1 hour. We have an interesting challenge at the end doing a free shirt. Let's get started. So I'm going to go over some of the things that we're going to cover in this workshop. Basically, we're going to go learn how to set up Xcode on everyone's device, learn some of the Swift UI basics, and since it's a hackathon, we're going to use ChatGPT to work on building the UI for the Xcode really fast. And instead of a backend, we're going to use user defaults. I'll explain later. It's an easier way to start your project for having without using an actual backend. That's easier for demo. And some quick UI tricks that we have that's going to help you build your faster, and then the fun challenge at the end. So basically, this workshop isn't going to cover everything about Swift UI. It's more of just exactly what you need to get started to build a project for the hackathon. So we're going to miss out a lot of stuff, but you'll have everything you need to get to build a project for the hackathon. Yeah. So who we are basically Swift Coding Club at UC Davis, and we transform ideas into apps. We are based in UC Davis, and we help students learn how to code in Xcode and build projects. We host workshops regularly, and we have project teams that work on building apps. So scan the QR code to join our Discord. Next. Okay, so we're gonna go with get started with Xcode. If you have Xcode open Xcode, new project, select iOS app, and then name app. We'll give you 2 minutes to do that, so you can get the Xcode done. Give me 20 seconds. Do it. Oh, that's not gonna work. Yeah. So this is just so that you can get set up right now. You want to try this? It's gonna take forever. Yeah, if you want, you can download it. Yeah.
We can't.
Can you, Ani, can you put in chat that follow these steps to download Xcode? Okay. We're gonna demonstrate it as well so that you can keep up with the workshop. Xcode is basically, oh, wait, close this and start as one.
Wait, you need to screen share entire screen. The full screen.
Yeah, it's the whole window, right?
The window, not the screen.
Oh. Oh, all right. All right. So as you see, Xcode is the editor you'll use to work with Swift UI. You could use Visual Studio Code and all of that, but it's going to be super hard to run and test your code. So the best one you use is Xcode. So you can go ahead and create a new project here, and then you select app, and you can select whatever name you want. Just for workshop, yeah. Yeah, just do it there. Yeah, that works. Okay, can you give the name? Yeah, that should work. So this is how the editor will look when you start. There is a resume button for and then sites. Those sites. Yeah. So if you see, you have all of the files located here, And assets contain all the images that you will have for the project. And content.swift is the main file that you'll be editing. That's the main page. So if you've created the project, you'll see hello world, which is shown there. So once the hello world, the preview is loading right now. Basically, this content view is your main page. It starts with the first page, and then whatever you edit here is immediately going to be shown as a preview. My left is pretty close, so it's going to take a while to do that. This is your initial steps to get started. From here, we go on making stuff on GPT and getting the output. We'll move forward. This is going to take a while to load. Yeah, everyone should get this screen. This is the initial screen to get started for building the mobile app.
So let's talk about some of the Swift UI basics. So in Swift UI, everything is a view. A view is like a component in your app. So in this example, we can see that in the navigation stack page, when you level, it navigates to the items 3, 5, 6. So a view is nothing but that level one block. So that level one block could be a view. Is a view. So different views can be stacked for design purposes. A V stack is when you stack different views on top of one another, and then an H stack is when you want horizontal stacking of views. A Z stack is when you want one view on top of the other. So navigation in Swift UI is pretty easy. There will be a button in the initial view, in the initial page, and the button will navigate to the next page. You can see this example here. So in the home page view, we have open next view button, and then that will take us to the second navigation title page. And in the second navigation title page, we have a link to navigate to another page. So it is pretty easy, as you can create as many views as you want, and it's not like JavaScript or Next.js where you need a whole directory to be there. So text field is nothing but an input option. As you can see in the exercises name section, we could type in narrow stand select press to save that input in your app. And the way you do that is just using the text field view. So text field and then enter your name and save the text in the address of name variable. And we just submit it using a button as an example. And that's it.
So basically, these are some of the main things you need. These are like all you need to get started. You need to know how to arrange stuff. You need to know how the text inputs, everything with but there's so much more. That's all of the stuff that you would learn if you take an intro course in Swift. There's so much more. But it's just that as you're building a project for the hackathon, this is mostly not needed. You can make a project without any of this or ask ChatGPT to make it, and it would make it much more easier for you. So we're going to skip this out, but when you're actually learning more about Swift after the hackathon, you should definitely learn all the code. So the way to get your demo done for this hackathon is using ChatGPT to create components. No matter what component, you can just ask ChatGPT to put in your content view and then ask ChatGPT the prompts, and it's going to give you really good ones really fast. You would barely have any errors because you're mostly working on 1 or 2 pages when it comes to a hackathon. Your demo would not cross 1 pages. So when it comes to that, Swift UI with ChatGPT is going to give a really fast and good-looking code. Okay, so let's do a demo now. We want to just test how well it works with ChatGPT. So we have ChatGPT open, Xcode. Does anyone have any components that they would want to see on ChatGPT, like right now, like a form or some buttons or anything that you think of that you might use for the hackathon? We try creating that in ChatGPT right now. Anyone have anything? Okay, let's try that. So we copy this code, put it in ChatGPT, and then ask it make an image carousel. Huh? Oh, yeah, ChatGPT is there. Oh yeah, okay. And I paste the content code. Yeah. In, yep. And it's gonna give you the whole code. Basically anything you want, a form, any images you want, a survey you want to take, or ChatGPT works really well in giving the code. We hope this we did not test this out, but let's just hope it works. Okay. Let's, oh, we need to add some images for this. Wait, yes. It's gonna take, it'll be super quick. I'm just gonna add. Me? Okay. Uh, ask Daddy. If this doesn't work, I'll just upload the pictures. I have any images on my export. Oh my god. What images? I don't have any images on my code. Can you just it just yeah. Done splash. I hope that works.
I don't think maybe.
Okay, I'm just gonna add it. Yeah, wait, I was so if you want to add images, we go through that as well.
Yeah. It's because the farmers can be without you have to go directly through the waste. Yeah, that's both the first and the last.
Yeah.
Oh, like an image slideshow.
Yeah, so when you do the image carousel, basically ChatGPT did the whole thing. Like, if I used square pictures, it would have been more better. So what images and it made the whole carousel. And on top of it, buttons, text, you can ask ChatGPT and keep prompting it. So it really helps in making these things come alive, and you'll have a really good demo. Plus, the advantage of this is we go over that in a bit. But if you want. I'll go over some of the tips and I'm going to show you how to put it on your phone as well. So, usually for hackathons, they would recommend having a backend like Firebase or MongoDB or things like that because It's hard to set up and it takes a lot of time. Instead, you can use user defaults. This basically saves it locally on your phone so that you can retrieve it easily. It's kind of like a database, but it's stored in your phone that you can access it whenever you want. You leave the app, come back in, and it's already there. All your login credentials, everything is saved on your phone directly. So it's just too simple. That is it to edit the key, you put any value you put, and then that's for retrieving. The value can be anything. It can be a whole dictionary or list inside the whole key, which you can access. So go back and need it. It's super easy to use. Even if you want to use Firebase, it is easy to set up, but it is like not recommended for hackathons because it takes long. And if you see the code that ChatGPT had already done something using padding and tried to add some shadow effects and some corner radiuses, but those are things that can make your code look beautiful. So corner radiuses will make your buttons look more better than just star buttons. And then adding a padding text can make it more like, it'll add more space in there instead of unpadded text, which looks really bad. And adding a shadow effect can also improve your UI. These are things that if you see the UI is not good, you can make these changes yourself. Those are the things. Again, those examples that are in Xcode, they've used corner radius, shadow padding. They've exactly used whatever I put there to make your UI stand out. And another example of this that would help you in hackathons, you can show it on your phone. Like I just have, I already connected my phone. That Yeah, you have to go back and just mention your phone and I just will take one. Just so it's gonna build on my phone. Okay, it's gonna take build succeeded. Wait for it. Sorry. Even my phone is slow, so that's gonna make it worse. Okay, I'm gonna take this off. Now it's literally on my phone now. You can see the whole carousel working with all the images and demoing it. And it's super fast. Like if you use anything like React Native or Flutter, it's gonna take much longer time for you to actually set it up in your and get it like without that that gives you the advantage for Swift. And it's very simple to use. Uh, yeah, and then another thing is there are some apps that you have on your phone that help giving better code snippets if you want to understand how things work. On your phone. Yes. So, interact. Can you see the thing? Yeah. So you can see uh, code snippets. Like if I want to use images, it shows like this image. That's the aspect ratio I can do. It gives a all I need to do is copy this and paste this on my Xcode, and I can have the image working with that aspect ratio. Do something like cover for stacks. Yeah, let's do D stack to D stack. All of it is given as code snippets here that you can easily access and work with it. It's just super useful if you want to like make some boxes and then try to do it on your own. Other app was I've used these are really good app to get started. Yeah, okay. Trying to do that with two. Yeah, this is another example. They have much more options. They have a lot of premium stuff, but they have a lot of. They have a lot of other options as well. And same as that, they give you the code as well for the code snippets you want. So it's super easy. These are just examples of things that you can use right now with Xcode. Okay, that's all for the things you need to know. Just one of the challenges that we have is I'm going to give you a task and you build that on Xcode. And you can finish it in 20 minutes. You can get a shirt. This is not a team activity, it's more like an individual one. But yeah, basically, once you start the project, you get the content view, put it on ChatGPT, ask it to create a chat UI, and then you should give 8-ball responses. So there's no AI answers, just 8-ball random responses. And use defaults to save the messages on your phone. So whenever you exit and you enter the app again, all the chat messages are saved, and you can directly run it on your phone. I have some extra points that I mentioned. This should not take 20 minutes, especially if you're using ChatGPT. So yeah, that's the challenge to an free show. Yeah, come on. So installing iOS.
We just want to mention.
Put it there for 3 minutes.
We're gonna mention. We have to end this challenge.
Yeah, but this is all for the workshop. I'm done with this. After this, thank you slides are gonna come. Yeah. If you want to show it, you can show it on Discord as well. If you want to ping me on the Discord if you're doing it from you're watching it live on video.
Manoj Lango.
Yeah. If you do that, you'll be able to ping me and we'll see if we can get you a shot. Yeah, it's real. It's my Discord is the real Manoj. If anyone wants to finish this in 20 minutes, but yeah, that's all for the workshop. Yeah, if you want to join Swift Coding Club, we have the link here, and then this is our LinkedIn if you want to connect with us. And also, we are here throughout the hackathon as well, and we'll be available on Discord if you want help for if you're building the iOS app and you need more help, you can ping me and Sai. Yeah. Okay. We have a person who has done the app using ChatGPT, and see, it says definitely. So Kaushik has done this and finished it in less than 20 minutes. And can you experience a bit?
Yeah, so using ChatGPT was very easy to do the Swift UI. And the only thing was like there's some minor bugs to fix, but otherwise it did all the work for me.
Thank you, Kaushik. So yeah, if you want to build an app for this hackathon, you can do it easily. We have mentors ready to help you with the thing. Most of the stories. That's all. But this is cool. You can exit the app and come back in. And using user defaults, it's already saved on the phone. So basically, I can leave the app, come back in, and everything is still going to be there. If you don't, then it's all day. So that's like you're basically kind of like your backend for saving login credentials. Are we on the thing? So I have a quote that I've written here that if you've never used Swift before and you're trying to do it for this, if ChatGPT doesn't know how to do it in Swift UI, you probably shouldn't. Because that's not gonna, if that doesn't work, because you don't even know that much how to code, you're just a beginner, and ChatGPT, there's no way you can. Thank you, everyone.